Investigators expected abandoned dressing rooms beneath the Grand Onyx Theatre. Instead, they found one room that appeared untouched. Costumes remained neatly arranged. The mirrors were clean, as if someone had prepared the room only moments before. Then investigators recovered a forgotten visitor log. Every performer who entered dressing room 4 signed their name before rehearsals. The names were different. The dates were different, but every signature had been written in exactly the same handwriting. Forensic analysis confirmed the impossible. Different people, identical handwriting. One final entry had been prepared. It wasn't signed. It wasn't dated. It was simply waiting. According to the archive, every performer signs this book eventually, even those who don't remember entering the room. The visitor log was only the beginning. The archive also preserved interviews with performers who had used dressing room for. At first, their testimonies seemed unrelated. Different actors, different productions, different years. Then investigators noticed the same sentence appearing again and again. Something felt wrong when I looked into the mirror. Several performers reported brief episodes of memory loss. Not forgotten lines, forgotten identities. One actor failed to respond when called by his own name. Moments later, he answered to someone else's. Witnesses believed exhaustion was to blame, until the dressing room itself began changing the names. According to every recovered statement, the moment you stopped remembering your name, the room had already chosen another one. The interviews suggested memory loss. The recovered evidence suggested something far more disturbing. Investigators discovered photographs carrying identical names, attached to completely different faces. Letters became equally impossible. Some were addressed to one performer, but signed by another. Even the dressing room labels refused to remain the same. Each return visit revealed different names. On the same hooks, witnesses described seeing unfamiliar names reflected above their own faces. At first, they dismissed it as exhaustion. One damaged document contained only 2 readable words: identity transfer. That was the moment the investigation changed. The theater wasn't erasing identities. It was exchanging them. Investigators spent years examining the mirrors, then the costumes. Neither explained the phenomenon. Every costume had belonged to someone, yet every name stitched into the fabric had faded beyond recognition. Then investigators recovered rehearsal scripts from the opening years of the theater. One detail appeared in every production. The actors changed, the stories changed, but one role was always rewritten, as if the theater refused to let it disappear. Witnesses believed they were putting on a costume. According to the recovered evidence, the role was putting on them. One dressing room remained untouched. Room number 3. Its nameplate still carried the name Clara Vance beneath the original name. Someone had added a single word, reserved. The paint was still fresh. No dust covered the mirror. Fresh flowers rested on the dressing table. Someone had been here recently, or perhaps someone never truly left. After reviewing every recovered document, every interview, every photograph, One conclusion became impossible to ignore. The dressing room doesn't erase its performer, it prepares them. Every forgotten name creates space for another identity. The scripts are rewritten, the cast changes. The audience never notices. The performance simply continues. Then I found it again. The same mark, hidden beneath layers of old paint. I've seen this symbol before. Inside the stage door. Inside the archive. Inside box number 7. Now, pit here. These case files were never isolated. Someone, or something, has been leaving this mark behind from the very beginning. Perhaps the theater doesn't ask who you are, only who you're willing to become. Tell me, my darlings, if a mirror remembered your true identity, would you dare to look again?